All right, what's up? What's going on, guys? Toastie here. Get burnt. Today I'm be talking more about Dragon Ball Xenoverse, and today I have a special guest with me. Can
What's
you
up? What's
name
up?
yourself?
What's up? Rhymestyle here.
And today we're going to be talking about a few things. First, we're going to be talking about giants and about if they're going to be in Dragon Ball Xenoverse or not. There have been quite a few interviews recently, and one of them has actually circulated around the question about giants. And then we also had gotten Sergio's data mining a long time ago that said giants were in the game. What else are we going to be talking about, Rhymestyle?
And the whole Super Saiyan custom created character fiasco because the stuff doesn't make sense right now. There's just interviews clashing with each other, confusion. I don't know what's going on. My brain is like breaking every time I read these interviews right now. So let's try to kind of like clear stuff up and figure out what's going on. And
It's
also,
so crazy.
there's something else I was gonna say, but I completely forgot. I'll probably remember as we start.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So this is all pure speculation, guys. Nothing here is like completely confirmed. This is just based on stuff that we see and observe. So this is just our ideas and theories and beliefs of what we think is going to happen in the final version of the game. So don't take anything yet as full confirmation just yet. But when it is confirmed, both
good
me
anyway.
and zZToastie will confirm it.
Yeah. All right, so let's start off with giants. All right, so do you want to actually merge this with our other topic about this sort of thing, or do you want to leave these separate? About great Namekians. Would you rather talk about that one later, or you want to talk about that right now?
We'll talk about Great Namekians at the end of the Giants part
All right.
because
So
it kind of goes off of it.
yeah. All right. So Masayuki Hirano has been getting a lot of interviews this past week from Paris Game Week, and he's been saying quite a few things. And he actually said he could not say anything when he asked about giants. And as we all know, Sergio actually said in a data mining video a long time ago of the beta that Great Ape Baby, Great Ape Vegeta, and the Gohan, it was either Gohan or Goku Great Ape as a kid. It really doesn't really specify, so it's either one of those. So really, what do you think about Great Apes in Xenoverse? So do you think that they could work in the way that Xenoverse actually plays out, or do you think that they'll work as fine as in as in Budokai Tenkaichi?
So, at first, I didn't think giants could be in the game, but I forgot that they could fly. Because remember in Tenkaichi 3, all the giants could fly, and that kind of like crushed my theory into pieces, literally, by the Great Ape's foot. And I think they're going to be in it. I definitely think they're going to be in it. They're going to work. The maps are pretty spacious enough for them. I definitely think they're going to be in it. And the other thing that really stands out to me the most, though, is the fact that the answer that the producer gave was, I can't answer that right now. And I don't know if you noticed, too, but everything else that wasn't in the game, he was not afraid to shoot down. Like, oh, nah, that's not gonna be in the game.
Yeah,
Nah,
it's
it's not gonna be in the game.
he's
Oh,
being mad,
that
he's
I
like,
can't
nope.
answer it. Like, and the thing that made his answer even more special was the fact that he said, I can't answer that, but I have something very soon about that. It's like, come on. I mean, you obviously
like-
just like.
It's either that they're in the game in terms of like it wouldn't even be a cutscene thing because nobody would ever make news about them being in cutscenes.
Yeah.
It's either them being playable in the game or Masayuki just doesn't know what he's talking about, and he's a producer, so I think he knows what he's talking about. So yeah, I think that it's safe to assume that giants are going to be in the game. I myself think that giants could work out in Xenoverse, but it would probably be really hard to do since Xenoverse's combat is very focused on each individual hit because you do have small health bars and like a lot of the stuff is concentrated on dodging your opponent or parrying them and all that stuff. And with giants, it seems like that's going to be a little tough to do, especially because like, I'm sorry, what were you going to say something?
I was gonna say it would be definitely very tough because remember in Tenkaichi 3, giant fights were pretty freaking OP. You couldn't grab them. You couldn't do like rush like special attacks. They were really OP when they were picked, but they were very very slow. So I think that's kind of the balance that was done in the past, and I think that's going to be the balance this time around too.
Yeah. Although here in Xenoverse, at least from the beta, obviously we haven't played the final game. I wish we did, but we didn't. But it seems like they're a little bit more focused on like key blast attacks. Like, you know how we started out with that key blast attack in the beta where we would just like scatter key blast all around. Obviously, key blasts, they still hurt giants. So I think that sort of thing would still be able to actually hurt them.
Yeah,
But
right.
do you think that would work better in a gameplay standpoint, or do you think that would work as boss battles better?
You know, I really hope that they don't do boss battles because, like, so here's the thing about Battle Z. When Battle Z was first announced, one thing that I was excited about the most was playing as a giant. Like, I thought, like, it was the perfect setup for having a game where it's like 4v1, like four Z Warriors versus a giant. Like, that would have been a fun online mode. And when it turns out, you know, that wasn't going to be in the game, I was severely disappointed. And I really hope that they don't do that again this time around with just forms of boss battles. I want them in the game. I want to play as a giant.
I mean, it's kind of weird because I don't think that Dimps has ever put Great Apes in their games ever before. At least I don't think that there has ever been Great Apes in a Dimps game. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
No, it was only
everything,
Spike. Only Spike did it.
yeah, because
But
Great
but
Apes are more like. Sorry, go
yeah,
ahead.
but also another reason why I think that Giants will be in the game is because like what are Namekians going to transform into? And this is what you mentioned in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So to those who don't know, a great Namekian is a giant Namekian transformation. Only Slug has done it in the past. Right? It was only Slug, right?
No, it was also Piccolo Jr. in
Oh,
Dragon Ball. He was able
Piccolo,
to at the World
and
Tournament.
Piccolo. So there are only two cases of great Namekians in the series. And looking at Dragon Ball Online, the transformations for Namekians was actually Great Namekian. So it's like, what are they going to do for transformations for Namekians? Are they going to give them Super Namekians, which really would be cool, but it's kind of plain? Or are they actually going to give them Great Namekians like they did in Dragon Ball Online? So if that happens, then it's pretty clear that Giants are going to be in the game.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think that those two things really can sort of confirm that Giants, at least in some way, will be in the game. And obviously, they're going to get scaled down a shit ton because that's always how it is in Dragon Ball games. They always scale down the Giants. They're never like as big or as menacing unless it's like a quick time event battle like Ultimate Tenkaichi. So, yeah, I think that Giants are going to be in the game, and I think that they could work. I just hope that they don't mess it up, please. don't mess that up.
Please don't mess it up. Please don't make them OP because it's gonna be tough. Actually, I wouldn't even mind if it's OP because, like I said, I would love to do a 3v1 match against a giant online. Like, can you imagine how much fun that would be?
Yeah. Would you want? Okay, so this is also something I just wanted to slip in here. So, from a recent interview, you made a video about this. Masayuki said that you cannot become Super Saiyan 4 in Metal Battle because you'd have to become a Golden Great Ape, right?
Yep.
So, if Great Apes are in the game, why wouldn't you be able to do that and become a Golden Great Ape? I wonder.
So from my experience doing PR work in like the entertainment industry for the past couple of years now, that, my friend, is called a bullshit answer. That's an absolute bullshit answer. That's just kind of like a cop out to like, well, this is why you can't do it. Because we all remember in other games when you transform to Super Saiyan 4, you just do it. You just transform. You don't have to go Great Ape. Like especially in the past Budokai games, it would just never part of the system. So that was more just a bullshit answer, just so you can have something to throw out there to why it's not happening, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with Super Saiyan 4 being separate because, number one, this is a Dragon Ball Z game after all, and number two, Super Saiyan 4 and GT stuff is more bonus extra content to give us just more stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that would be pretty. I think that's good. I don't know. I think that having an actual like super golden Ozer thing, and I don't think that it should happen like every single match, obviously, but like having all of your key bars and maybe having a full stamina meter as well, because Super Saiyan 4 obviously takes up a lot of your stamina to actually use and become a great ape and everything. But
it's a good question actually. So when you transfer into Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3 with, let's say, Goku, you become a lot more powerful, right?
Yeah.
But then you revert back to base form as your ki runs out. What happens with Super Saiyan 4 Goku?
Yeah, I don't really know with that one. I think
are you just OP the whole time?
Yeah, because like he doesn't have a lesser form unless they add Kid Goku from GT into the game. I don't think that there's really a way of him going back to any other form. So that's actually weird, especially with Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta.
Yeah.
Because even if there is GT Goku, there has really never, besides Infinite World, been a GT Vegeta in a Dragon Ball Z game. So that's something to think about. Maybe they'll bring back GT Vegeta, which would be amazing.
Wasn't there a GT Vegeta in Tenkaichi 3?
Nope. It was only Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, as well as Vegeta's Z forms. There was no GT Vegeta in that game. That's at Vegeta.
I'm thinking of Baby Vegeta. That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, like that is the only game that actually has GT Vegeta as just a normal character.
Right. But speaking of transformations, let's talk about this big fiasco that's been going on this past week. But first and foremost, I do want to point out something that I didn't say in my video this week. Fusions have officially been shot down in the game in one of the interviews, and the question was, will there be fusion? Can you fuse in the middle of battle? And the answer was, we really tried, but it was just way too difficult to implement, which is something that I told you guys for a long time, for like the last couple months now, that like implementing fusion, whether it's custom created fusion or just fusion in general, it's too difficult because there's no cutscenes. There's no way to do fusion since you're only controlling one character. So because of that, fusion has been officially shot out. But fusion is still going to be in the game in forms of like a standalone character. So you still be able to play as Gotenks. You can play as like Vegito. Probably Gogeta too. Like those characters will still be in the game. You just can't fuse in the middle of battle, which is whatever.
It makes sense though. It's because like it's okay. It's in real time, right? So and in every other Dragon Ball game, pretty much besides Budokai, because Budokai you can only have one person on your team at a time. So you'd have to have the person on your team as well. Like if you wanted to transform to Super Gogeta in Raging Blast 2, you would need to have Goku and Vegeta on your team to be able to actually transform into him.
Yep.
And it would be so like dumb. Like I know that it would probably work just like Budokai, where you could just take the person like out of thin air, because apparently some sort of thing is going to be happening with the apprentices and all that. So, well, apprentices, the master is actually aiding you in battle. Like let's say your like master is Yamcha. Apparently he can come and help you in battle. I guess that sort of thing could happen if you're playing as Goku and you. Well, I guess you wouldn't have him as a master, but you could obviously just bring Vegeta in since they actually have that mechanic in the game. But I don't think that would even work because everything is in real time. So I don't think that sort of thing would. Because in the game, in the actual show, if you ever got interrupted during fusion, you can't fuse. You have to actually, you got to be completely focused.
Or you screw up the fusion. The other thing that I know a lot of people kept asking is, well, you could just fuse with a friend. Like, well, that wouldn't work because then it's like who controls who? It's like, does your friend just sit there and watch you play? And that just will not work. On top of that,
I actually made a video about this.
Yeah, on top of that, Dims wants you to be in control the whole time. And that's everybody, not just, one friend and the other friend sits there and watches. It just wouldn't work, which is okay. But Super Saiyans, custom characters. What the hell is going on?
This week has just been a annoyance and completely because of all these interviews. So many of them, they're all in French and Japanese and Spanish, so you can't read them if you're in English unless you use Google Translate, which is garbage.
Yeah, we already have a translation barrier as is, or a language barrier as is, and now we have another language. So it's like literally two languages clashing. Beam clashes.
Yeah. Confirm for the game.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah. But he's like, a lot of people are just saying, okay, he was talking about Goku, but why would he not just specify Goku? Like, I get it if there were like 3 Super Saiyans in the game, he wouldn't need to specify because there are 3 Super Saiyans in the game. Super Saiyan 3s in the game. The only 2 people he could have been talking about were Gotenks and Goku. That's it. Unless they're doing like a Raging Blast and adding Super Saiyan 3 Broly and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Those are the only 2. He really wouldn't. He would need to specify if he wants it to not be unclear. And then in a later interview with db-z.com, he said straight out no to the question. He said the customizable Avatar Saiyan race will be able to turn beyond Super Saiyan 1. He's just like, nope. no other things about that. They just try and make the questions and answers as short as possible. So.
Yeah, and then on top of me, like I said, I reached out to Bandai Namco themselves, and they told me Super Saiyan 1 and Super Saiyan 2 with custom characters was already built. It was it was ready to go out, but they were still considering Super Saiyan 3 and figuring out how that would work out, and basically still working on implementing that. So it's like, if Super Saiyan 1 and Super Saiyan 2 at least were like confirmed, then why didn't he say that Super Saiyan 1 and Super Saiyan 2 are at least confirmed? So it's like, I don't know, maybe they have like their own language barrier within their own like development team.
Yeah. Like half of them speak English and half of them speak Japanese. It's just like everyone's trying to communicate with each other.
I mean, I guess for something like that, we'll just have to find out as time gets closer to February. Right now, it's just playing the guessing game is not going to really work. You guys can have your own theories if you want to post it in the comment section below. But zZToastie actually came up with a good question before we started this video, and he asked this: is Super Saiyan 3 really needed?
Yeah, I made a video about this as well, because I make videos about everything nowadays, I guess. But yeah, Super Saiyan 3, a lot of people on that video actually have said that they wouldn't want Super Saiyan 3 or they would love Super Saiyan 3. And a lot of people, obviously, who want Super Saiyan 3, a lot of them are just greedy. And a lot of the people who are saying Super Saiyan 3 shouldn't be in the game is because Goku and Gotenks are 2 characters, the only ones in Dragon Ball Z canonly who have gone Super Saiyan 3.
Right.
And they are, to the people at least, are known as special because of that. Because the only Super Saiyan 3 adult is Goku. The only Super Saiyan 3 kid is Gotenks. So that gives them some sort of variety from everybody else. And they think that if everybody's able to become Super Saiyan 3, it's not going to be special. That it's not going to be awesome to be a Super Saiyan 3 if everyone else is doing it.
Right.
Which I kind of agree.
I completely agree with that.
I get it.
I think the only reason people want it is just because, at this point, everybody wants everything.
Yeah.
Like, can we just go ahead and just defend Dims for a second and just say Dims? They're not magicians, guys. You know,
Seriously.
development. You know, I worked in the tech world. I work in the tech world. It's very difficult to like develop something, and you know, with how big their team is, and I know they're dedicating a lot of resources into building this game out. They can't do everything. They can't do everything, and overall, though, you know, from like the gameplay perspective, I don't think Super Saiyan 3 is needed. I mean, number one, who here likes Super Saiyan 3? Like, that was my least favorite transformation.
I don't know. It was awesome, like seeing Goku turn into Super Saiyan 3, but it's not like the best transformation of my eyes. I honestly think, and I am so alone on this that it's not even funny, but I like Super Saiyan 4 like probably the most next to Super Saiyan 1. Mainly only because it actually is different from the other Super Saiyan transformations. Like the others are just long golden hair or just golden hair on top of your head straight up.
See, that's why I like
sparks.
that's why I like Super Saiyan 2 the best, because it's like perfectly spiky, it's electric, it's like just epic. It's perfectly epic. And then Super Saiyan 3 I was like, oh cool, his hair got longer, great. So
Don't forget about how he lost his eyebrows.
and lost his eyebrows. That actually, I think that's the reason why I don't like Super Saiyan 3. I think the eyebrows thing is stupid.
Yeah.
God, people are gonna go into my comments with pitchforks now.
Also-
Oh, you don't like Super Saiyan 3?
Also, just think about this for a second. I don't think any villain in Dragon Ball Z has eyebrows. In Dragon Ball Z, besides Vegeta, obviously.
You just blew my mind.
Literally,
You literally just blew my mind, 'cause
Cell,
now I'm thinking about it.
and Boo don't have eyebrows. None of them do.
Wow.
Granted, they are all aliens or androids, but they do not have eyebrows.
That's actually a good point. But I guess the question we want to ask the viewers is, how necessary is Super Saiyan 3? I get, you know, we all want multiple transformations for your characters, but how necessary is Super Saiyan 3, you know, alone? Because I know everybody wants Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan 3, well, Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, Super Saiyan God, but how necessary is Super Saiyan 3, just from the perspective of being, you know, in the Dragon Ball Z world, and it being a form that was only achieved by Gotenks and Goku? Like, how necessary is it to, like, you know, get that form? Let us know in the comments below.
Also, one last little thing. I know that we're kind of making the video too long here, but what would you guys rather prefer? Would you guys rather prefer to actually have a Super Saiyan form and a Grade 8 form, and maybe, I guess, Super Saiyan 2 instead of Super Saiyan 3, or would you rather just have Super Saiyan 3? I actually want to see what people say about this one.
That's a good question. And also, just something else, one last note I want to throw out that I hope that they kind of add. You know, it'd be fun. Everybody knows that you can walk around Toki City and interact with players online and stuff. Yeah. How awesome would it be to just have like a transformation emote where like you click the button, you know how to have the different emotes? If that like you click the button, you just transform your character, just walk around in Super Saiyan form. That would be epic. Now I know they're probably not going to add that.
I just thought about, you know, the outfit that Goku wore when he was chilling in Super Saiyan before Cell, like the jacket.
Yeah.
Yo, I need that for my creative character, dude. It needs to happen. Surely they won't disappoint me on this one.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be in it because they're literally adding every piece of clothing that ever existed in DBZ.
450 different customizable clothing.
Yeah, right. Holy crap.
Like, and Ultimate Tenkaichi.
You know what bugs me is they're giving us so much, and people are still like, oh, you're not giving us Super Saiyan 3? I'm not buying this game. 450 items to choose from for customizing character. That's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff, guys.
Yeah.
Show Dimps a little bit of love right now. But yeah, I think that wraps up everything. Do you have any final stuff?
Also, just tell everyone, Masayuki Hirano also did something else with the interview where he contradicted himself. Before he asked if Akira Toriyama was involved, and Akira Toriyama, he said Akira Toriyama, he was there a little bit. He just approved the idea. Then he was like, okay, I'm out. And then in the recent one from db-z.com, he said he oversaw the scenario of the story mode as well as the design of the new characters, such as Kaio Shintai. What?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
Why would you lie to us? Stop it.
Dude, at this point, they're probably just trolling us. Like, you know what? Let's just mess with the community right now. Actually, they're not doing that. They're not doing that. They're not doing that. Before we say it, they're not doing that because I know people will pull out the pitchforks in a second for that.
Yeah.
But,
also, hold on. One last little thing. This
ahead.
one's actually important. All right, so they asked in the db-z.com, hopefully this one is not a troll, will there be other races than those presented so far as cyborgs? For now, it is not expected. That's not a no. Just no, it's not a no. Hope that you can make a mini Cell. I don't think that you'll be able to on American Heroes, but
that's going to be a controversial ending to this video. Very controversial. Now people are going to go left and right. You know what? It's a good point though, because like I said, everything that they say no for, or everything they say that they don't know for, is still be considered, I guess.
Yeah.
So
So much speculation. I can't even handle it. Why?
we shall see. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this little extended DBZ or Dragon Ball Xenoverse talk with zZToastie.
Yeah.
Make sure you leave your own feedbacks and comments below, and also subscribe to zZToastie. Let's get to the 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Like that's the goal. I want this man to have 20K by the end of the year. Make it happen. Go punch that like button. Go punch the subscribe button, and then go tell your friends to do the same thing. Let's see if we can do that. Like let's make this happen.
Yeah, let's see if we can do it. All right,
So,
thank you for having me on Rhymestyle, obviously, as always.
Of course,
I've done
so it's fun.
5 videos with you already.
And yeah, be sure to leave your own comments below, and we'll just take it from there. My name is Rhymestyle, and I'm with
zZToastie.
and we'll see you guys in the comment section below. Peace.
Peace.